Before I get stuck into today's topic, I just want to mention a few other platforms where you will find the information that I post and make available. First of all, there's my website. It's www.fundamentals.ie. So go check it out. Lots of blogs, lots of information about how to get in touch available and the workshops that I run. Also, check out my Instagram or Facebook. The name of both pages is Fundamentals. So look it up, check it out, get in touch if you want to. I also run a Twitter page. It's Fundamentally Fee. So go check them out, and I look forward to engaging and hearing with you. Emotions, feelings, mood. How are they all interconnected, and how can you go about improving yours? Well, I'm going to be talking a little bit about that today, but first of all, I'm going to help you differentiate between them. So an emotional response is literally something that lasts about 6 to 9 seconds. It's a response to a trigger, and oftentimes it can be the result of a prior experience. So when we see a dog, if we've been taught to fear dogs, our automatic response could be fear. However, if we see a dog and we've always been taught that dogs are lovely creatures and, really fun, then we feel happy. And we don't have an awful lot of control over our emotional response. However, once the emotional response has happened, we then develop a feeling, and this is when the brain begins to interact with the emotional response, and it starts to try to make sense of what's going on and come up with an appropriate reaction. And this is something that we have control over, because ultimately we can't control our emotions, but we can control what we think of them or how we react to them. So for example, if you feel fear of a dog and it's a tiny little dog that is going to do no harm whatsoever, you're able to talk to yourself and say, okay, I know I had a negative incident in the past, however, that's not happening here and now, so this fear is unnecessary. And you're able to soothe yourself down quite quickly if you're proactive, if you're aware of what's going on. And I mean, that's the key to changing the intensity of the emotions that we experience. Our mood then is a prolonged state. It's something that can last, a few hours, a day, a few days, a week, and a month. And our mood has a massive impact on the intensity of our emotions, believe it or not. When you're in a bad mood or a low mood, you tend to feel anger, you tend to feel sadness, you tend to feel fear more intensely. Whereas if you're in a more positive mindset, you tend to experience more joyous occasions at a more intense level. So, a major difference between mood and emotion is the causation. When it comes to mood, there's multiple, less specific causations at place. You'll have your psychology, that's your learned responses, that's your personality. Then you'll have your biology, which is your brain chemicals and your hormonal levels, which with women can fluctuate, as we all know. And then you have environmental, so you have the people that you spend time with or that are surrounding you, the general mood of your environment. So there can be a whole host of contributing factors there, whereas with an emotion, it's generally a very, very specific, identifiable trigger. Another major difference is the duration, obviously. An emotion is very short lived, whereas a mood is more prolonged. So, how do you get on top of your emotions and of your mood? Well, mood, there's a lot of things you can do, particularly if you find yourself in a low mood. Change the people that you're spending time with. Do something nice for yourself. Submerge yourself in nature. There's no better way to feel good than take a walk in a wood, or take a walk up a mountain, or take a walk by the sea. Get back in touch with the natural environment. Do something nice for yourself that you enjoy. Listen to uplifting music. Look after yourself. Make sure you're getting adequate sleep. Make sure you're looking after your health in general by getting exercise and by eating a really healthy diet. Connect with people as much as possible, reach out to people. I mean, ultimately that's an automatic mood lifter. Contribute to society, do something nice for somebody else. I mean, there's nothing that is going to boost your mood more than feeling that you have made somebody else happy. Challenge yourself. Take yourself out of your comfort zone on a regular basis in order to feel that you are doing the most with the brain and the body that you've been given. Become mindful, become aware of your mood before it takes hold. Really stay on top of where you're feeling on a daily basis. Reduce your stress levels where possible, and I do a lot of talks on reducing your stress and videos as well, so check through my highlights, check through my YouTube, and you'll find something that will be helpful. And if you find yourself in a prolonged low mood, losing motivation, just feeling like you don't want to live your life, get in touch with somebody, get in touch with myself, get in touch with the GP who can help identify what's going wrong for you and put the necessary steps to change things in place. When it comes to improving your emotional responses and regulating the impact that your emotions have on your day-to-day life, well, there's a lot that can be done in the lines of emotional resilience, emotional regulation, cognitive reappraisal, and looking at different behavioral therapies. And again, if this is something that you need help with, if you feel like your emotions are out of your control and inappropriate, well, then get in touch. This is something that I can help you with also. So that's just a quick overview on mood and emotions and feelings and how they can impact on your life. If you'd like any more information on this, get in touch on Twitter, get in touch on my website, it's fundamentals.ie, get in touch on Instagram, again it's fundamentals, and get in touch on Facebook. I look forward to hearing from you. Forgot to mention earlier that I have posted a blog on mood and emotions, and in it I've included some really helpful supplements that can help regulate your brain health and in turn your mood ability. So check it out, it's on fundamentals.ie.